All right. Today this whole month actually, we're working on physical strength. We're improving our physical strength for our sadhana, for our practice. And it's practice all with the goal of becoming our best selves and integrating all of the parts of ourself into one. Now, the mind, the mind is going to be busy. It will distract you. It will do anything to get you off of your mat. It will say, you have to do the dishes. You've got to go do something for the kids. You've got to organized. I mean, I'm looking around right now and I'm like, there's so much other else, it's easy to get up and then start doing other things. But part of the training is simply being here. It's staying, even if you need to rest, you go ahead and rest. But you are going to rest, you will sit, you will breathe with full awareness because that is the discipline that we actually need. So it's 15 minutes today, won't be very long. 15, you use this video all week long, and next week you'll have another spiritual warrior video, and we'll keep increasing. So 4 weeks we're going to be working on physical strength. Okay, but we're starting with breathing because our breath is very important. It's everything. One hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. And I'm sitting here on my heels, but you can sit Sukhasana, or you could sit here, or you could be seated on a chair as well. Okay. Close your eyes. Start to breathe in. Feel both hands move. Exhale. Breathe in for 4 counts. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more breath here, just like that. And roll your shoulders forward. Roll your shoulders backwards. Always modify anything that you might need to modify. We're making our way onto our hands and knees, tabletop position. Stack your shoulders directly over the wrists. Stack your hips directly over your knees. And make the number 11 with your pointer fingers. On your inhale, open your heart and chest. Start at your tail. Exhale, hollow out your belly, round your back. We always want to warm up the spine. Inhale, open, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Now here, come to neutral. And in neutral, it won't be arching and it won't be rounded. We'll be someplace right in the middle. Root your hands down, pull the armpits in, curl your toes, and lift your knees just 2 inches off the floor. Yep, hold for 5. Hold for 4. Hold for 3. Hold for 2. Oh my goodness, Lucy. Hold for 1. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. Pedal your heels, left, right, left, right, left, right. We'll see how disciplined I can be, right? I used to tell my kids when they were younger, if you're not bleeding, don't bother me when I'm doing yoga. You only come in it and interrupt my practice if there's blood. It's funny. Kids listen a lot better than dogs. Well, at least 2 of the 3. From here, bend your knees quite a bit. Lift your sits bones high. Walk your hands all the way in. Ragdoll at the back of your mat. Soften your knees and swing your whole upper body from side to side. Release your arms and roll up one rib one vertebra at a time. All right, now once you're standing, take your feet about shoulder distance apart, wrap your thumbs right inside with your fingers right around, and we're bringing them right here. Our breath is going to be pretty fast. Inhale, exhale, and you're kind of reaching with a little bit of a side bend and pull. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take both hands down, close your eyes, breath in, and breath out. Breath in and breath out. Hop your feet out wide. Turn your toes out, bend both knees. So now take your hands to your thighs and you'll shift from side to side. Once we come down, have a look at your knees. Maybe press your thigh bones back. Draw your pubic bone up toward your chest and lower down a little bit more. Now, energetically, I want you to feel as if you were pulling your legs in toward each other. We're drawing them energetically in toward the midline of the body. You'll feel the adductors turn on, and it should feel like it's a little harder. Take both arms out to the side, turn your palms up, let the fingers just lightly touch each other and draw your elbows in. Now we're turning the hands forward, reach them forward as if you were offering someone a present. Take them all the way out to the side, bring your elbows back in, take them forward and out. We're preparing our space. This time come all the way up, turn your toes forward and fold all the way down. Rise all the way up again. This time interlace all your fingers except the pointer finger in Kali Mudra. Exhale. So I bend my knees when I'm coming down. Inhale up. Exhale. 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 Inhale all the way up. Exhale to warrior two on the right side. So now in warrior two, I'm just going to take my arms down. I bend my right knee. It's over the ankle. I'm pressing it out so my hip is open. Engage the left glutes and draw your left hip under. Now again, energetically pull your thighs in toward each other. It'll just make the pose harder. So you won't feel like here I could just kind of hang out like I'm relying on my feet. But once I start to draw energetically in and lift up through the pelvic floor, engage the back glutes, it changes the whole pose. You'll feel your muscles tightening and working. Okay, now we'll add the upper body. Arms up, turn the palms up for a second and draw your elbows in. This allows the back muscles to work and broaden through the collarbone. Take your arms out, flip them over. Now it's like tug of war. You're being pulled in two different directions. Soften the shoulders down your back. Okay, turn your head and look at your middle finger. So don't forget about the legs. Energetically draw them in. And now we just breathe. Can you relax the toes a little bit? Your focal point, and every yoga pose has a focal point. That's so that we can be training our minds the same time we're training our body. We want our mind and our body in the same place. So where am I focused? Front ball of the foot, back heel of the foot, drawing the inner thighs in, back glutes. My fingers touch. My arms are reaching in opposite directions. Turn your head, look at your middle finger and breathe. In, breath out. When your mind has left your body, bring it back to your middle finger. Oh, that's right. I'm looking at my middle finger. What's it doing? Oh, that's right. I'm drawing my thighs in toward each other. Now we could stay here all day with a dog barking or not, right? It's about the focus. So whatever we focus on, it's like other things just don't exist. Good. Now straighten both legs. Turn your toes slightly outwards. Let the arms dangle. Draw a big circle all the way up and over and come back down. All the way up and over, come back down. Every time we come up high, ooh, it's like you want to reach up there. You're floating, floating. You feel long. Inhale up. Pivot your feet to the left side. Exhale, warrior two. So again, I'm going to let the arms go down. You can even shimmy them a little bit, give them just a little bit of a break, and check in. We might get our thighs. Some of you might have your thigh parallel to the floor. So it might be really low. This would be a lot harder. Now notice my tendency to lean forward. We want to engage the back glutes, lower them toward the ground. So my torso is completely perpendicular to the front leg. So I'm not here, it's here. All right, good. Now we're going to add, energetically draw your thighs in toward each other. Do you feel that? The whole pose changes, right? It goes from like here, we're kind of collapsing, hanging out. Yeah, no big deal, warrior two, right? No, it's so, we want our whole mind to be focused on the body. So draw your glutes under. Keep spiraling this thigh bone open. Pull the belly in, take your shoulders back. And there's so much work happening in the legs. I can feel them starting to shake right here. Now take your arms out, let the fingers touch. Turn your palms up and bring your elbows back. Again, we're engaging the back side of the body here. Now we take our arms out and flip your palms over. But if your shoulders are up here, we need to draw them down. So they're just parallel to the floor. You can check your hands. You might notice one hand goes high, one hand goes low. Just have a look and go, oh yeah, is that shoulder height? And then we turn our head, okay? Look at your middle finger. So now you focus on your breath and your middle finger. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, great work. Breath out. Straighten both of your legs. Fold forward. This time take your hands to the floor. Lean to one side. This should feel really good along your adductors, the inner thighs. Oh, heel down, toes up. Switch sides. Come back to center. Take your hands to your hips. Come all the way up with a flat back. Now swivel again to the right side. But this time we're bringing our back heel up. So my feet are on train tracks, okay? Not a tightrope. I'm stepping back. Here's my lunge position. A lot of times I see people coming to a lunge here. I want you to go far back. Challenge yourself quite a bit. So notice the slant in my back. Here, I'm going to roll my butt bones down toward the ground. You should feel a pulling of psoas major right here, the hip flexor. Ooh, goodness. Now take both arms up. So our front knee is bent over our ankle, maybe a 90-degree bend in the knee. Hug your thighs in toward each other and pull your belly in. Look at a spot straight in front of you. Again, our fingers will touch each other. The arms are straight and up, but draw your shoulders down. Now we find the stillness in the pose. For a lot of people, most of us, this is the really hard part, is just being still. If you notice the mind saying, oh, you need to do this, oh, isn't it over? Check your watch, drink some water. Just notice that's the mind's way of pulling you out of the present. It's the mind's way of distracting. Good, rise all the way up. So remember, we're thinking of puppies in the pilot seat. Think of the puppy that's driving the jet. That's driving the jet. And you're like, we're switching to the other side. I'm just going to get a little lower and re-straighten my back leg. The puppy, we have to train it to sit, stay, and we teach it how to use the jet, which is our body. We're teaching our mind how to sit and stay, and we're teaching it how to use this amazing machine that we have that allows us to do the work that we are supposed to be doing in this lifetime, our dharma, our purpose. And you may not know what your purpose is, and that's perfectly great. We can always ask that. We ask the question, please allow me, open up the path, show me the path. What is my purpose? How can I best serve? And step forward, shake out both legs, shake it, shake it, shake it. Okay, take your feet shoulder distance apart. Take both hands straight in front. As we sit back into a squat, bend the knees and my butt's going far back. I can wiggle the toes. We want our weight in our heels, okay? Draw your shoulders back in together and gently roll your sits bones toward the ground. Now press your palms back. Broaden through the collarbone. Good, hold, breathe. Make sure you're breathing. We can hold statue with our body, but our breath is fluid. Eventually, the breath will become effortless. It's in and out, even Steven. Yeah. Rise all the way up. Crisscross and have a seat. Take your hands right behind the thighs again, broaden through the collarbone. Take your arms forward. Okay, we're taking the shoulders back, lean backwards. So this is with a flat back. I'm not rounding my low back at all. Take your arms up. So if you can, and we'll, a work in progress, right? Our biceps will be next to our ears, the collarbones broad. Take your arms forward, sit up tall, pull your chest forward. Good. So lean back, arms up, but the shoulders are down. Arms forward, sit up. Good again. Lean back, arms up, arms forward, and sit up. Okay, one more time, all right? Lean back, arms up, arms forward, and sit up. Draw one knee into the chest, straighten the other leg, and then lift the other leg up away from the floor. Switch. So here, this leg is straight, my foot is flexed, and my toes are flexed. Take both legs straight, lower them to the floor, take your arms up, and fold forward. While we're here, you might think this is a totally resting pose, which it is, but we want to draw the shoulders back and pull your belly in. Your core will work here. The more we press the backs of our knees down onto the ground, you'll feel your quads turn on. Yeah. Good. Lift your head. This time, roll all the way down, all the way down. Take both legs straight up to the sky. So now we'll gently press our lower back all the way into the floor. Press the back of your ribs all the way into the floor. Turn the toes out. So our toes are out and our heels are in. Flex your feet as you lower your legs part way. Point them as you lift them up. Flex and lower. Point and lift. And flex and lower. And point and lift. Now parallel the feet. Flex them. Start to lower down. Nod your chin to your chest and lift your upper body up. Good. Hold one. Hold two. Hold three. You got this. Hold four. Hold five. Lower your head down. Bend the knees. Drop both knees to the right. Look over your left shoulder. Drop both knees left. Look over your right shoulder. Plant both of your feet down onto the ground for shoulder bridge. Anchor your elbows down into the floor. Keep your feet about hip bone distance apart. So that's 4 inches, maybe 5. Lift your hips. Once our hips come up, engage the glutes. Lift high, and you can walk your elbows and shoulder blades closer together. Interlace your hands behind your back, or you can keep them right here. Make sure the knees don't splay out. We want to keep our upper legs parallel and lower down. Do it again. Lift up and lower down. Lift up. Now, some of you will pick one leg up, others keep both feet on the ground because that's a good place to be working today. So engage your left glutes. Take your right leg up to the sky. See if you can keep your hips just as high. Bend your knee, foot to the floor, left leg up high. Bend your knee, foot to the floor, lift both hips up high. And release, lower down. Draw your knees into your chest. Do small circles on the ceiling. Small circles the other way. Roll onto the ground, turn and face me. Stack your hips right on top of each other, and you can use your hand as like a little pillow right here. Or you can lie down right here. Think of one long line with your body. Take your fingertips onto the floor right here. Pick one foot up, then pick the other foot up. Now we're just holding here. Hold one. Hold two. Hold three. Hold four. Hold five. Lower down, roll right over onto your belly. Separate your feet hip to shoulder distance apart and take your hands in front. Some of you might take your arms out to the side. See which way works best for you, okay? Start with your nose down on the mat. Press your pubic bone into the floor and imagine you're pulling your belly away from the floor. Draw your shoulders away from their ears. Pick your right hand, left foot up, and switch. Now the rest of your body is not moving. Only the limbs are moving. So the arm is moving from your shoulder joint, the leg is moving from your hip joint, but we're not going side to side, right and left. Switch and switch and switch and switch and switch and switch and switch. Last one, switch. Good. Take your hands under your shoulders. Press back, child's pose. Bring your seat over your feet, round your back. Let it feel really good. Shift forward again. This time, come back onto the other side, and you're lying in the same way. Use your finger pads, stack your hips. If we're a little wobbly, that's okay. Pick one foot up, pick the other foot up. As we get stronger, you'll notice that the wobble starts to disappear a little. Good. Breathe one. Breathe two. Breathe three. Breathe four. Breathe five. Lower your heels down, come right onto your backs, bend both knees, happy baby. So you might grab here just underneath the knees. You might be grabbing onto your feet and gently, gently rock side to side. So wherever you are on your yoga journey and this journey toward wholeness, you guys want to make sure that we are not on someone else's journey, right? We all have our own starting places. And by starting place, I mean wherever you are today. I don't mean like starting places like we were all born, but starting place where you are today. Go, huh, where am I today? Who am I today? What are the parts of myself that I know and that I value and I appreciate? What are the parts of myself that I know prevent me from being my best? That might keep me stuck in some patterns that I keep repeating that are not for my highest good. Did you learn anything about yourself on the mat today? the legs right up, flex and point and bend. What did you learn? Maybe you learned that you were stronger in a certain part of your body or stronger in the mental discipline, the focus. Maybe you learned that uh, there are parts of your mind that are like a puppy and the wind blows, a leaf flutters by, and it's like, oh yeah, I've got to do that. I've got to go chase that. And these are all great things for us to know. Pull yourself up, come to a seat. Now, 3 points for our meditation. So, when we give ourselves something to focus on, one is posture. This is going to be a straight spine. If that's not comfortable, you can come here, Siddhasana with it ankle to ankle, or you can be in Sukhasana. Sukhasana is generally at the shins. I kind of like to tuck my feet in. I think it's because they get cold. So I like to tuck my feet right in between my calves and hamstrings. It helps to keep them nice and warm. Now, Prithvi Mudra, here you'll bring your thumb and your ring fingers together. This is a grounding mudra for strength and stability. Keep the arms straight, okay? So our arms are straight. Take your shoulders back. Gently nod your chin toward your chest just a little. You can look at the tip of your nose or you can close your eyes and internally imagine you're looking at the third eye right here. This helps to put your eye gaze upward, which also helps us to get into alpha brain waves. So we leave the busyness of beta and we move more into the alpha, which is the concentration. Lots of creative thinking happens here. Simply be aware I am breathing in. With every breath in, I am breathing in. With every breath out, I am breathing out. You can abbreviate the mantra to breath in and breath out. Whenever you notice your mind has left the body and it's chasing after something, bring it back either to your mudra, thumb and ring fingers together, the straightness of your spine, or the mantra with your breath. Breath in, breath out. Slowly, gently bring your awareness back into the room. Circle your wrists. Maybe blink open your eyes or not. Inhale, take your arms out and up, press your palms together, and exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. In gratitude, for our connection with Source, in gratitude for the awareness that we are spiritual beings living within human bodies, understanding that our bodies are these amazing machines, these vessels that allow us to do the things that we need to do in this lifetime. We express so much gratitude for these amazing bodies that we are taking care of, that we are the mechanics for. We are increasing strength, flexibility, endurance, mobility. We train the body. We also acknowledge that we're training the mind. We're so grateful for this awareness that the mind can be trained and is being trained. And we commit every day to taking time to train the mind to sit and to be still. We are so grateful for connecting with our soul selves. And we know that it's only in this quiet, when the body is still, when the mind is quiet, it's only in that state that we open up to the soul self, to the essence of who we really are. So much gratitude for this practice and for our integration. Wherever we are, we're starting right here, right now, and we fully accept where we are on this path. I look forward to sharing this journey with you, this journey of self discovery, this journey of wholeness, this journey of integration of all of the parts of ourselves. All right, spiritual warriors, I am so happy to have you to be a part of our community. Thanks so much. All right, see you next time.